Okay, it is the case, or it could be the case or not. And it will be the case because it starts, even if we have to be effective in a team, it starts with the self. If you are not self-disciplined, you will not be able to be effective in a particular team. If you want your contributions to be, valuable to a particular team, then you must first work on yourself. And in so doing, you may appear to be focusing too much on yourself, especially where you are starting, from nowhere. Okay? So the focus will be on you, the self, because there are some areas of yourself that you would like to develop so that you'll be effective in your team. So once the individual is able to achieve or acquire those, competencies, let me put it that way, then he or she becomes effective in the team. So I wouldn't say that it is entirely the case, but I would say that it is when you have identified or understood your role in a team and you have assessed yourself and realized that, look, I need for this particular goal or objective of the team and the role that I have been assigned, I need to have A, B, C, D. And therefore, to have A, B, C, D, there is the need, or there comes the need where you will have to, get away from the crowd, okay? Work on yourself, work on those skills that are required by the objective of the role that you have been given to play in the team. Then, when you are, you've developed that, you can then find yourself within the team and then play an effective role in the team. So it is neither here nor there, but it depends on the development level of the individual relative to the role the individual is playing within the team in connection with the goal and objectives of the team. When it comes to that, I would say that you should always try to find yourself doing what you love to do. And therefore, be candid enough to, when you realize you have been overly loaded, to voice out. What is the use to take more and deliver less than to take less and deliver more? Less is more, as they say. So I will always advise that when you find yourself in that space, maybe what necessitated the add-ons were or are because they found you doing or coming out with some great results, and they may be because you were enjoying what you were doing. You understand me? So where you are being given things that would take you time to learn before you start, delivering on them, be candid to say, this is my level as far as this task is concerned. But there are a lot of people who would want to please, and because they've been showered on some praises here and there, their heads get swollen, and therefore they want to impress. You will die in the process. So be kind enough to assess yourself against the task you are being given to deliver on. And then Be candid enough to engage whoever is assigning that task to you, to let the person know your level as far as that particular task is concerned. It is not every task, but there may be one or two that your level in terms of how to deliver on those ones will be very low. Or sometimes you may not have any idea whatsoever how to achieve those. Be candid enough to voice out. It will take nothing away from you. At best, whoever is assigning that particular job may give you the necessary help, or you may also solicit that particular help. At the end of the day, you are able to do something that you would enjoy, because you would have achieved something. You look back, and even though it will be challenging, the most important thing is that you would have conquered that, and you would have learned something and have the experience to do the same thing when it is, assigned to you. So that is what I would say. People shouldn't just be quiet and allow them to be loaded to the point where they cannot take it anymore, and where you would want to, give up and all that. But also be truthful to yourself. Voice out where need be. Now, the COVID only came to overtly, displayed that we have moved, or brought to mind that, hey, Charlie, there has been a shift, and you guys were still not seeing it, because the culture of working from home, some multinationals were practicing that way back, because there was a research, and they realized that, look, the outcome of that research, showed that people give out more when they work at the comfort of their environment, their homes, and all that. Another thing is that they are able to cut travel times, and therefore, because if they have to use 2 hours to get to the office, that 2 hours could be used to do something for the employer. Now, they will also have to wait to close early, or exactly at 5, and travel back home 2 hours. Within that space, if they are home, they could give you more. Now, you would also agree with me that especially those who worked from home, they worked more hours, because you are not supposed to go for lunch. You are not supposed to travel. You are supposed to be, or your laptop or whatever gadget you are using is supposed to be on from a certain point of time to another.